Good evening. Here are tonight's top stories. The cause of death has been determined for the baby at Caneville Daycare. The chief fire officer condemns unprofessional behavior by fire service ranks. PNC leader Aubrey Norton hints at a possible independent contest in the 2025 elections. The GFF mourns the tragic loss of Enoch Carmichael. A newborn contracts dengue after the mother dies post-delivery. An on-duty policeman thwarts an armed robbery on CARICOM Day. 2 men are remanded for robbery under arms, while Krishna Singh is remanded for multiple counts of break and enter and larceny. Additionally, a Karasabai man is arrested with a makeshift firearm. Stay tuned for the details of these stories. Please remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more news.
GFF mourns tragic loss of Enoch Carmichael. The Guyana Football Federation, GFF, extends heartfelt condolences to the family of Enoch Carmichael, who tragically passed away on Wednesday morning during a routine training session with the Guyana Defense Force FC at the National Training Center, Providence. In a release, the GFF stated, "On behalf of the Federation and the entire football community, I extend our deepest sympathy to the bereaved family of Enoch Carmichael. We are saddened by the loss of such a promising talent. Our thoughts and prayers are with you during this difficult time," shared GFF President Wayne Ford. As a mark of respect, all KFC Elite League matches this week have been postponed until further notice. The Guyana Defense Force, the defending KFC Elite League champions, are preparing for the Caribbean Shield Cup Championship in Curacao later this month. Newborn contracts dengue after mother dies post-delivery. A newborn baby boy has contracted dengue after his mother, Lanita Jacobs, died following an emergency C-section. Jacobs, 19, of Hampton Court, Region 2, succumbed to the viral infection on Saturday, about 1 week after contracting dengue. The baby's platelet was low, and he was bleeding. The doctors said they were treating him, and now they say he has dengue, the baby's grandmother, Vanetta Daniels, told the newsroom on Wednesday. The baby is currently in critical condition in the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, ICU, of the Suddy Public Hospital. Dengue, a viral infection transmitted through the bite of infected mosquitoes, can potentially be passed from a pregnant mother to her baby, according to the World Health Organization, WHO. However, vertical transmission rates are low, and the risk is linked to the timing of the infection during pregnancy. Babies born to mothers infected with dengue during pregnancy may suffer from preterm birth, low birth weight, and fetal distress. Daniels recalled that her daughter complained of feeling unwell on Friday, June 21. Daniels herself had contracted dengue the week before but had recovered. On Saturday, June 22, she took her daughter to a pharmacy where she was given medication for pain and fever. Jacobs, who was 8 months pregnant and due to deliver on July 17, was happy and eager to become a mother. "The first day when my daughter took ill, I took her to the pharmacy, and when they tested her, it showed dengue," Daniels explained. She added that her daughter experienced belly pain, lack of appetite, and was drinking only tea. As her condition worsened, Jacobs was taken to the Suddy Public Hospital on Wednesday, June 26, with symptoms including fever, neck pains, stomachache, and headache. She gave birth via emergency C-section but was transferred to Georgetown Public Hospital hours later due to her deteriorating condition. Tragically, Jacobs passed away on Saturday, June 28. She didn't get to see her baby before she died, a tearful Daniels shared. Relatives reported that Jacobs experienced severe bleeding following the C-section. Jacobs, the eldest of 8 children, leaves behind a grieving family. Cause of death determined for baby at Caneville Daycare. A 3-month-old baby, Carrie Anthony Nelson, tragically died from suffocation while at a daycare facility in Caneville, East Bank Demerara, EBD. The incident occurred on Friday afternoon at Maya's daycare. Rebecca Anthony, a 23-year-old single mother of 2, recounted that she had dropped off her son at the daycare around 8 a.m. before heading to work. The daycare is currently managed by 2 staff members while the owner, a 56-year-old woman, is on vacation. Anthony received a distressing call from one of the daycare employees, informing her that her son was unresponsive. "The girl from the daycare called me and was saying, 'Rebecca. Rebecca. It's Kyrie's teacher. Can you please come to the daycare now?' And when you're coming, please bring an ambulance. I asked her what happened, and she said they fed Kyrie, and when they went to check on him, they saw blood coming out of his nose, and he was not responding, Anthony shared. In a panic, Anthony rushed to the daycare, and her nephew arrived first, urging the staff to take the baby to the hospital. When Anthony and her family arrived, the daycare staff had not yet moved the baby. Only after their arrival did the staff decide to take the baby to the hospital by taxi. When my son arrived at the hospital, he was already blue. My baby had an oxygen mask on him, and they were pumping his chest. All I kept seeing was my baby's belly going up and down, and he was not responding. I got down on my knees and started to pray, asking God to give my baby one more chance, the tearful woman said. The doctors said he didn't have a heartbeat, but they found a pulse. They kept trying for an hour. I went outside, and then I saw my sisters come back outside crying, and I knew that my baby was gone. Anthony had only recently started working after staying home following her son's birth and had enrolled him in the daycare. I need justice for my son. Friday, my son left home fine. He was playing and smiling with everybody. He was healthy and jovial. My child had no health issues, and if he was ever sick with a fever or anything, I would stay home and make sure I took care of him until he was better. I need justice for my son, because you cannot take people's children, and when something goes wrong, not try to take them to the hospital, she contended. The Human Services and Social Security Ministry stated that investigations revealed 24 children currently attend the facility, including 3 3-month-old babies. The ministry noted that the last documents issued to Maya's daycare for renewing the child care license were on February 7, 2020. Kyrie Anthony Nelson's body is at the Georgetown Public Hospital mortuary awaiting a post-mortem examination. Karasabay man arrested with a makeshift firearm. 2 police officers conducting mobile patrol in the vicinity of Krishna, Karasabay village, South Pakaraimas, on Sunday observed Vibert Thomas, a 29-year-old mason from Karasabay, riding a bicycle with a long metal object on his right shoulder. The officers, patrolling in a police ATV, approached Thomas, who promptly dropped the metal object near a mango tree and stepped back a short distance. Upon inspection, the officers discovered it to be a makeshift single-barrel shotgun. No ammunition or serial number was found on the firearm. When asked if he possessed a valid firearm license, Thomas admitted he did not have one, explaining that he had constructed the firearm for hunting purposes on his farm. Thomas was immediately arrested and taken to the Karasabay police station along with the seized firearm. Krishna Singh remanded for multiple counts of break and enter and larceny. 42-year-old Krishna Singh was remanded to prison on Tuesday for 3 counts of break and enter and larceny. The charges stem from incidents that occurred in June at the Garden Land Nursery plant shop, located at Lot 1 Brick Dam, Georgetown, and owned by Peggy Chin. Singh, who has no fixed place of abode, appeared at the Georgetown Magistrate Court before Principal Magistrate Faith McGusty, where he pleaded not guilty to all charges. The charges specified that between June 5 and June 6, 2024, Singh allegedly stole plants valued at $199,000, including 35 anthurium lilies, 3 golden palms, 10 cacti, and 5 dwarf plants. Between June 6 and June 7, 2024, he reportedly stole additional plants valued at $181,000, including 10 anthurium lilies, 6 orchids, 12 mini plants, 20 jump and kiss plants, 5 thyme plants, 4 snake plants, and 3 mint plants. Lastly, between June 17 and June 18, 2024, Singh allegedly stole a wheelbarrow valued at $35,000 and a quantity of flowering plants valued at $305,000. Police prosecutor Quincy Lakin objected to bail, citing the severity of the offenses and noting that Singh has no fixed place of abode and a history of similar offenses. The prosecutor also mentioned that there is video footage of the incidents. As a result, Magistrate McGusty refused bail, and Singh is scheduled to return to court on July 16, 2024. On-duty policeman thwarts armed robbery on CARICOM Day. A money changer is counting his lucky stars after an on-duty policeman showed up just in time on CARICOM Day to rescue him from being robbed at gunpoint by 2 motorcycle bandits on America Street, Georgetown. The money changer, 57-year-old Junior Reed, was attacked around 10:30 HRS while sitting on a bench along America Street. Two men on a motorcycle pulled up in front of him, and the pillion rider pulled out a gun, demanding that Reed hand over all of his cash. According to the police, an on-duty rank nearby saw the money changer being robbed and intervened immediately. The officer drew his weapon and cautioned the bandits to desist, but instead of complying, the pillion rider turned his weapon towards the officer and opened fire. The officer returned fire, engaging the bandits in a brief shootout before they managed to retreat and escape on their motorcycle. Fortunately, no one was injured during the incident. Police are continuing their investigations into the attempted robbery. Chief Fire Officer condemns unprofessional behavior by fire service ranks. The Chief Fire Officer has strongly condemned any act of delinquency or unprofessional behavior by the ranks of the Guyana Fire Service. This statement follows reports of unprofessional conduct during a major firefighting operation at Bushlot, West Coast Berbice, on Monday. An investigation into the matter has been launched, and the Chief Fire Officer assured that any personnel found at fault will be sanctioned accordingly. The Guyana Fire Service is committed to protecting property and lives from fire and offering a service with confidence to all who require it. We will continue to ensure our ranks reflect this commitment and uphold the highest standards of professionalism, stated the Chief Fire Officer. The investigation aims to uphold the integrity and professionalism of the Guyana Fire Service, ensuring that such incidents do not undermine public trust and confidence in their essential work. Two men remanded for robbery under arms. Two men were remanded on Tuesday after appearing in court to answer to the joint charge of robbery under arms. Aaron Sucre, a 29-year-old taxi driver of Caneville, East Bank Demerara, EBD, and Dexter Lewis, a 21-year-old of Houston, EBD, appeared before Magistrate Faith McGusty at the Georgetown Magistrate Court 5. The charges stem from an incident involving the robbery of an Indian national visiting Guyana for a cricket event. The victim, along with his cousin, was returning to their hotel on 5th Street, Albertown, after purchasing food on Thursday, June 27, 2024. As they were about to enter the hotel, they noticed a burgundy Honda CR-V driven by Sucre, accompanied by Lewis and two other individuals. The two accomplices exited the vehicle, approached the victim and his cousin, and held them at gunpoint. The victim was robbed of his leather wallet containing cash valued at $40, approximately $8,000 GYD, bank cards, and other important documents. The suspects then fled the scene. CCTV footage of the incident was handed over to the police. Acting on received information, the police later intercepted the two accused individuals in Houston. The duo was taken in for questioning, where they admitted to the allegations after being informed of the charges. During the court proceedings, both accused individuals pleaded not guilty. However, the prosecutor objected to bail due to the defendants having pending matters of a similar nature for crimes committed in Grove and Diamond. Magistrate McGusty ordered that both Lewis and Sucre be remanded to prison. They are scheduled to appear in court again on July 16. PNC leader Aubrey Norton hints at possible independent contest in 2025 elections. Aubrey Norton, leader of the People's National Congress of PNC, has indicated that the party is considering contesting the 2025 general and regional elections independently. During a live interview on a local radio station, Norton asserted the PNC's strength and superiority over other parties it has previously coalesced with. In politics, you never say no. You have to analyze the situation, and as it emerges, you make the decisions. We are open to coalition, but we are a strong enough party that if we have to go on our own, we can do that, Norton stated in response to a direct question about the PNC contesting independently. Norton, who was recently re-elected as PNC leader, expressed interest in commencing discussions with the newly elected leader of the Alliance for Change AFC, Nigel Hughes. I think we must, he said when asked about engaging with Hughes. I don't see no reason why we shouldn't. I'm prepared to talk with anybody, Norton added. The A Partnership for National Unity, APNU, whose largest member is the PNC, had merged with the AFC for the 2015 and 2020 elections. However, the AFC formally broke its coalition with APNU in December 2022, as per the revised Cummingsburg Accord. Former AFC leader Kemraj Ramjatan had then indicated that the two political organizations would work separately but collaborate in Parliament. Despite being recently removed as APNU chairman during internal elections, Norton insists he remains the leader of the APNU coalition. "I am still the chairman," he declared. Norton emphasized the PNC's significant influence within the APNU, stating, "In the APNU, the only political party that can claim to have ever gained significant votes to form a government is the PNCR." The PNC has also passed a motion supporting Norton as the presidential candidate for the 2025 elections, although he is open to stepping aside for another candidate from within the PNC. Which political party will have more than 90% of the support of the opposition, and will give its power to 5% or 10%? It makes no sense. So when I speak of a consensual candidate, I speak of a consensual candidate as it relates to the PNC. I don't see us as a political party giving to a party that has never in this country gotten 15% of the votes, Norton explained. As the 2025 elections approach, the PNC's strategy and potential coalitions will be closely watched, given their significant political influence and historical performance.